Alright guys, well welcome back to the channel. We got one of our parts early, so I figured I'd do a little tutorial on how to change out your dun-dun handlebars. And this is what we got, guys. We got the renthal 7/8 handlebars. I did a lot of reviews, and I was even told by the guy at the Yamaha dealership that these ones are the ones to go with. So that's what we're gonna do today. Well, first we're gonna start by taking off this cover right here, moving the key switch out of the way, and then we'll get off our parking brake and our clutch, and then we'll take off the front brake lever, take off the throttle, take off your switch and your headlight switch. And we are also going to be placing this hour meter somewhere else, as I'd like the handlebars to look a little bit cleaner. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to pull this tube out right here. And then we're going to take this key switch out of the way so we can pull this black cover off. Don't lose this nut on your key switch. What I recommend doing is as soon as you pull it off, you pull the switch out right here, and then you just put the plastic nut back on it so you don't happen to lose it. That's important. Then we pull this off. Voila. Here we go. Now we're gonna put these zip ties on this hour meter right here. That way we can place this somewhere else later on. I just want to get it out of the way for right now. We're gonna let's remove these zip ties right here, holding this stuff on here. Okay guys, so the nuts for your parking brake and your clutch, it's 8mm. Same thing with your front brake. It's gonna be an 8mm nut. Let me just double check that. Yep, 8mm. I recommend you do the same thing with these ones. Just put your clip back on here and throw the bolts, like one or two threads back into it. That way there's no chance of losing it. And you know where all the bolts go. That way you're not mixing them up. Makes it easy. Let's go over this side. Put it back on there. It may take you a few extra seconds to do this, but I promise you it will help you out in the long run. Your throttle and your electric start headlight button is Phillips head screws. So I recommend using a screwdriver. That way you can apply a little bit more pressure on it so you don't strip it out. Get our ratchet and go ahead and do that, and then we're going to get our new bar to that. So now we're going to get up here and see what a good seating position feels like. Standing up, sitting down. Got to make sure that we're comfortable in both positions, because we do in both positions. feel like that's a pretty decent position. Yeah. I think they're gonna look pretty sweet with the gray seat. Alright, I'm gonna go by installing everything back the way it was. We're gonna put our front brake back on, or clutch, front brake. We're gonna replace our electric key switch on here. We're gonna get our key switch cover back on there. And we are going to be placing this somewhere different, so let's see what we're gonna do. So here's the finished product. I think it's gonna work good. I think it looks good with the bike. I don't know, let me know what y'all think. We do have the other parts coming. They'll be here by Wednesday, so whenever they putting them on the bike, we will mount us a tire on our wheel on our new one, so we'll do that on Thursday. So hopefully we'll be out riding this weekend. Let me know if any of y'all want to ride. You know, guys, make sure to like and pound that subscribe.